Welcome to Get Dressed with Merrick. Today we're going to talk about jeans and sneakers. Today's blog post is all about that. I will link it below for you if you want to check that out. And in my blog post, I talked about 6 different things that help you put together jeans and sneakers well. So I showed a bunch of different outfit ideas in the post and also some different sneakers, and then the 6 different tips. And I'm going to walk through a couple of those today and also show you some bad examples because you guys love to see the bad examples. I think it helps just kind of solidify in your mind what works and what doesn't. So let's get started. That I share are pretty universal for all styles of jeans. There may need to be little tweaks here and there for particular styles, but for the most part, they'll work with all jeans. It's not gospel. If you don't agree with it, that is okay. You wear what you want. There's no fashion police, but this is just to help you, as always, pay attention to what you're wearing, how things work well together, what is most flattering for you and your body type and your closet. Okay, let's first talk about sneakers themselves. I love sneakers. I have a lot of sneakers. I wear a lot of sneakers. And there's a couple of things that I want you to look for when you're buying sneakers. One is how low cut they are here. The lower cut they are on your ankle, like right down here, the more flattering they're going to be. The higher up they go on your ankle, the more they're going to cut off your leg line and make your leg look stumpier. So look for a lower cut there. Almond toe shape, like that's a good almond toe. This is a good almond toe. These ones are a little bit shorter and rounder. So these ones are easier to look, to get a squatty look. So look for more of an elongated round toe like this, because that's just going to give you kind of a longer look. These are actually a little bit more round. You can totally do it, and I still do it. But if you're looking for something, especially if you are shorter or have shorter legs, this is just going to help elongate your leg. The last thing that I want you to pay attention to is the height of the sole. And I'm not saying wear platform shoes by any means. I don't actually really love platform sneakers that much, but just a little bit of a taller sole helps give you less of a flat foot look. So not mandatory, but something with just a slightly taller sole will be easier to wear with jeans and especially with skirts and dresses. Super short soles, thin soles are just going to give you that flat foot look, especially with skirts and dresses. So, okay, let's talk about socks now. Socks are a pet peeve of mine. I used to never wear socks because I could not find good no-show socks that I liked that stayed on. I felt like any that I wore, it would shift around all day, which drove me nuts, would drive anybody nuts. I found the perfect pair of no-show socks. So you can wear socks without having to show a pair of socks. Okay, look at the difference here. That's a regular low-cut sock. These are the ones that I wear to the gym. And there's with a no-show sock. You can't see it at all. It is still very comfortable. These are the shoes that I wore to Universal Studios last week and wore them with these no-show socks. They literally did not move the entire time for 2 straight days. Amazing. So look at the difference in how that looks. Just like a nice clean shoe line there, where this is quite distracting. Okay, so let's talk about ankle gaps. Ankle gaps are important to kind of help elongate your look. Whether you're tall or short, that ankle gap is important. And I would recommend 1 to 3 inches. This is maybe just a little bit taller than 3 inches. These jeans are a little bit more cropped. I wouldn't go much more than that because then your jeans start to look too short. But longer than that gives you a really squat look if the jeans and the shoes are touching. You do not want that. I'm just hiking up my jeans here a little bit, but see how this is a huge ankle gap? This gives you kind of that capri, 90s capri pants kind of feel. So you don't want that much gap. 1 to 3 inches is what you want to just show that ankle. And the reason you want to show your ankle is because your ankle is going to be most likely the narrowest part of your leg. And so that just kind of gives you that narrow look. And if you miss that, if it's covered, it just gives you kind of this shortened squatty look. Okay, this is a pair of long jeans that I usually cuff. See the difference there? Where it's from jeans straight into shoes creates a very blocky ankle and blocky leg and just shortens my look there. One little cuff and see the difference just when you can see that ankle. I will typically cuff it more than that. I'm just going to show you. This is one cuff and I'll show you 2 cuffs. Okay, look at the difference here. no cuff, and then this is just rolled like twice. You don't want to roll it too much because then your jeans obviously look too long, but look at the difference there in my leg where you can just see that narrow ankle there. It just kind of elongates it, helps break it up a little bit, and doesn't create that blocky leg. So if your jeans are too long, either cut them off. I have a tutorial linked in my blog post today to cut off your jeans, or you can roll them if they're not too long. Hope that was helpful. I've got all the tips listed out on my blog post. I will link that below as well.